All right, hello. What's up, everybody? Okay, so what are we gonna do? I'm thinking of taking some questions, not answering any of them, and talking about Bloodborne the whole time. Yeah, so I'll take some questions. Oh, so anyway, yeah, this is chill. It's a work in progress, but this whole course is everything I know about painting and drawing portraits and heads and concepts and all that stuff. And here is the map to do it. This whole course is going to be very, very gamified. A lot of you keep asking me, like, dude, how do I become professional? How do I get good? How do I draw things? How do I paint the way you paint? What are those brush strokes? And it's like, I want to be up here in the mountains where we could do amazing paintings and lighting and all that fun stuff. And unfortunately, there's no shortcut. You have to start way over here. And luckily for you, in my course, you get to do that. And there's assignments for every single one. Of course, I explain everything, starting with basic shapes, color, painting from life, understanding the skull from the ground up. Let me tell you, very important. Drawing the skull without reference, going to the facial features, study real people shape design, some hidden secrets that I just can't reveal right away, and stylized portrait studies, master studies, and then of course the concept art project that amalgamates everything together. Now, is that not the greatest pitch you've ever seen? Price range is not determined yet, but that will be determined soon, and I'll be announcing that probably June. This isn't all the nodes, but there are some actually additional ones. I haven't updated this map yet. It's going to have a couple more, locations and some very interesting encounters. I can't say anything yet, but some very, very important people are involved. Let me just tell you that. Okay. I'm going to peek over here. If you have any questions, I'm going to try to keep up. With lots on offer, what makes your course stand out from others available? Is there a good chunk of foundations? Great to have a Q&A. Yeah, like as you can see, the first 70% of the map is all foundations. You got to do it. You have to go through all the foundations, and it's a lot of hard work. I went to Art Center as a student. I experienced what that was like, and I also went there as a teacher. I went back as a professor, if you will, after working in the industry, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And each of the lessons are very thorough, very step by step. It is what I'm trying to say. There's going to be intense amount of work to keep up. So a lot of work for the assignments every week, and it will all be pre-recorded. So right now the idea is to have just pre-recorded material, and you have access to all of it on a site called Kajabi. It's an online course platform. So most of it's foundations, very intense amount of work, but it's the very necessary things that you have to do to be able to do this stuff, the paintings, the portraits, the concepts, the world building, the viz dev, all of that. It's all here. So this is focused mostly on portraits, and like head painting, but it applies to pretty much anything because the foundations are applicable to pretty much everything. What makes my course stand out from others available? Well, the most important thing is that I'm teaching it. Okay, and if you've ever watched my YouTube videos, my tutorials, very direct I am, and very simple. Everything's in order in such a way that it's ooh, aha, and everyone who's ever commented on like the painting stuff or the anatomy things, or I've seen my gum roads. You know how very effective my strategy is. Plus, the thing that makes this course different, I don't know, not to like hate on other stuff, but I don't want to sell this idea of, oh yeah, you just learned this thing in 1 week, no problem. You just watch this tutorial, you're done. No, this is something that forces you to be in a position where you're really learning, and to the point where you hate the assignments. You have to like go through it, almost like a boot camp style. And there's no secret magic brush. Well, there is one, and I'll show that in the course, but there's no secret magic brush that will make you amazing. There's no secret blending mode that is going to make you, wow, you're the best artist now, or get the most likes on Instagram and ArtStation. That's not what I want to sell. I want to give you the foundations, all right? That's going to really set you apart from those who are just looking for quick tutorials. What skill level is recommended for this course, beginner or intermediate? Asks JB. So if you're a complete and absolute total beginner, you've never drawn a thing, you've never shaded something, you've never studied a painting or done a painting, maybe it's not for you, because we go right into rendering shapes, cylinders, spheres, cones, and all that. And if you've never done that before, then I wouldn't recommend this. But if you have some kind of experience with using a tablet, a Cintiq, shading something, picking a color and blending it with something, then I'd say that's intermediate level, that I would recommend it for you as a course. How long will the course take to diligently go through it, start to finish? So I'm planning to have, much like Art Center, 14 weeks. So it's 14 very specific assignments, lessons and assignments that kind of require, I would recommend at least a week's worth of study. And, it's not just, oh, let me do the assignment for an hour. It's like a couple hours a day if you really, for real, actually want to get good. And if you want to just half-ass it and kind of be passive about it, it's fine. But if you want to get to this level, you got to really put in the work. So I'd say about 14 weeks of content. You could shorten it down. You might even skip a couple lessons if you're already good at, say, color theory or drawing skulls. We go through different types of lighting studies, how to break down, and how I think learning to see is a huge thing that I want to talk about in the course. And it's like not just copying one-to-one, but like learning to interpret, learning to look for shapes, shape design, all that stuff. We look at, references of regular people, not just super pretty supermodels, so going through step by step from the cranium to the jaw to build a sketch on top of that, and then sketching without reference, and then also painting without line work. I've included many different approaches of studying and how to interpret things. And one aspect from this that also makes this unique in terms of a class is that I plan to keep updating it. So if I find a better way of explaining something, or if somebody says, hey, this part's not very clear, could you kind of clarify? And if it warrants it, I might record additional content, and it'll show up right in that course. And you'll be able to see that when I actually explain it, when it's all up there. Just take my money. Thanks, Dan. Will students get real one-on-one feedback on their assignments? So right now I'm going to have different versions at different prices. Again, prices are to be determined. I am considering having a limited slot, amount for potentially having like a weekly Discord meeting or Zoom or something where I go over the student work. I'm also thinking about, the first, 50 people who sign up for this do get at least one free critique. No matter which tier you select. So, I understand how important crits are, and I might record the crits and then put them on YouTube or something, but right now that's not something I want to do or have the willpower to do for like 100 people. So it would have to be very limited, but it will be, all the content is ready to go. Basically, the way I built this was I want this to be what I wish I had when I was 16, 17, all the way through 22, if I had this kind of very straightforward explanation of all these things, and then it just clicks at the end where like, wow, I can look back at the beginning of week 1 and now I can do so much. Now I can design this. Now I can build the world building that I always wanted to do. So that's what I had in mind. Critiques or not, it's going to be very useful. Amy asks, is this course supposed to be followed as a full-time course, or can it be followed while going to school, having a job? Well, since it is all pre-recorded, it can be at your own pace. Like, it is meant to be 14 weeks, but if you want to do it over a course of a year, that's fine too. It's just up to you. If you spend like the first month only in this first area of like the foundations, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you, and either way works. I don't. If you're in a rush, sure, just do it all in one go. You could watch all the things and do all the work, but will there be a focus on color appeal? Definitely something I'm still figuring out. Honestly, love that map, so clever. Thank you, buddy. Yes, I have a specific assignment on color appeal. So, people ask me, how do you get that, effect of nice colors? And I go through step by step, like, hey, this is how I did it. And you can do it too. It's actually much easier than we all think. And when you do the assignments in that lecture that week, you'll realize, oh, it was that easy the whole time. But you'll have to get there to see. So, Seth A, great question. Would this be something that could help with traditional painting, like acrylic and oil? Yes, actually. All of the stuff that I'm teaching has a foundation in oil and acrylic and gouache. That's where I come from. Very much a traditional painter, and especially in the way I layer values and blend things, especially in the way I did this lesson. This lesson is specifically about the rub out technique. And if you look at Steve Houston's artwork, he does some demos where, you know, you have a canvas and there's a thin layer of burnt sienna, and when you rub away at it, it reveals the canvas, and that's a highlight. And so the same concepts that I'm teaching in this can be easily applied to traditional. So we can get notified when the course goes live, June 5th. And if you, I will have a mailing list thing, so you can kind of, I'm planning on having a free part of the course that's just a free tutorial and marketing, blah, blah, blah. You sign up for that tutorial, but you get put on the list to be notified for things. But I haven't made that yet, but there will be a way. Is there insight into how to invent an appearance and different face types beyond the nitty-gritty of the painting and drawing techniques? Yeah, so since we do build from the ground up, from the skull to facial features, there's a whole section on just facial features. I also talk about being able to vary those onto the form of the skull, and from that you can concept a whole infinitude of different heads, shapes. Basically, by the end of this course, you should be able to, whether it's Photoshop or a piece of paper, sketch out a head from any angle, you know, depending on how much you practice the assignments. Does this mean you won't be adding any new content to Gumroad? I might. I'm not planning to right now. Will this course help us paint clothes too? So, well, the skills you develop through the assignments will equip you with being able to paint pretty much anything, because you'll be able to break down form, texture, and all that stuff, but it's not specifically for clothing. Will reference images be included in the course? Yes, actually, Graffiti Studio shot an entirely exclusive photo pack of male and female of heads in different lighting per my request, specifically for this course, and that will be included in this course. Will the course be forever available? That is the plan. It'll be hosted on Kajabi as pre-recorded content. What about stylized head figures? There is a whole section about stylized portrait studies that I'll be covering, and I'll be talking about, well, basically everything in this beginning area is absolutely necessary to be able to do anything stylized. So we go through the skull, the rendering features, and understanding the features as basic shapes, like, well, you'll see that in the course. And when we get to stylized things, it builds on that. So stylized portraiture, stylized brushwork, shapes, lighting, and color is later on in the course. So yeah, it is there. Yeah, it's a one-time payment. There are payment options, but once you pay for it once, you'll always have access to that specific course, which I am considering treating as something I continually update. So if I have a better way of explaining something, or if something's confusing to people, I can update the course, and all the pre-recorded content is, I'm planning to just keep it there. You'll always be able to access it. Kevin Pillar asks, I don't need a specific program for this course, right? Like Photoshop? Right, so while this is taught in Photoshop, you could do this with acrylic paint, honestly. It's the same foundational stuff that you build up from. I wouldn't, maybe I should take that back, because there's some like Photoshop layers that I use regarding overlay and all that stuff. But yeah, if you're using Procreate, CSP, Clip Studio Paint, Krita, as long as you can use layers, as long as you can use brushes that have opacity and blending, and, you know, masks are pretty useful. I use that a lot, but you don't have to do it that way. But it's not specifically only, it's not impossible to do it in other programs. The price is $4 million, okay? By the way, I didn't mention this, but kind of what I had in mind in terms of like what I want people to be able to do. As an example, I was just looking at these Dishonored pieces. I mean, I love that, you know. It's not really the style that I paint in, but if you're shooting for stuff like this course gives you the necessary elements to get there. But let's say that's not what you want to do. Maybe you want to go more towards Pixar or stylized VizDev stuff. The foundations, like, the thing is, the foundations are malleable to everything. It's not like, you learn the foundations and it only applies to this specific style. No. It's something that you can sort of equip as a tool and aim it in any direction and go forth. So is asking, is it going to be one video explanation for each stage, or will there be a set of videos for each stage? What's the duration of video material for each stage? So roughly each lecture, when I was teaching at Art Center, they wanted me to run a class for like 5 hours. But this is absolutely absurd. all the content you need to know can be done in 1 hour. So what I've done is for each lesson, I've broken them down into sections. So it's about an hour's worth of content, and some have actually a lot of extra stuff along with it, depending on the lecture. But each is broken down to 10 to 15 to sometimes 20 minutes. And from there, you can, watch those parts over and over if you need to. It's very streamlined. Like this is the biggest project I've ever done. And it's been, I think, 6 months in the making. Years in the making in terms of talking about it. Everyone's, been waiting for it. Is it possible to join the course later, or do you have to be there from June 5th and on? No, it's going to be available at all times once it's launched. The only thing is, if you join on June 5th, you'll just be in line with everyone else posting their hashtags of their assignments. But if you don't care about that, it doesn't matter. It's all pre-recorded content. But yeah, thanks for joining this, and really great questions. Definitely stay subscribed and hit the bell icon so that when I release the video content of like, hey, it's announced, you'll know. Also, follow me on Instagram and all that stuff, etc. I'm supposed to be good at marketing, but I'm not. Okay. Thanks for joining, and thank you to all the mods. And it's so nice to see all these familiar faces, but I'll see you next time. Farewell, my friends. Farewell.